Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2. Here today on the channel, we're back with our DEI Divide et Impera modded Seleucid series. This is episode 4, continuing on here today with the Grand Egyptian War, playing as the Seleucids. So, if you're still enjoying the series, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments, would you like me to expand and conquer? Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get stuck into it. So, in the last episode we fought on the River Nile. We're back at it again. Oh, we're actually higher up there, weren't we? Oh, okay. This is not good. So, our reinforcements have deployed on the other side, in front of the enemy. Or behind the enemy, rather. We're in front of them. So we're going to have to aggressively push and try and close the distance. So in the last episode, I made the decision to start an offensive war with Antiochus, which always has a risk. We pushed over the River Nile and defeated 4,000 Egyptians in the first battle of the River Nile. Once we crossed and sieged Alexandria, we were woefully misinformed. There was an additional 7,000 at the back. So in this initial war, we were outnumbered by about 5,000 or so. And now we're dealing with those consequences. The Egyptians have decided to attack Antiochus here and deal with me. So far in the series, we've managed to consolidate some border regional territory around Mesopotamia and into Anatolia and Asia Minor. We've managed to take a huge chunk of former Pontus and Galatian territory. But hopefully here today we can wrap up the Egyptians. If we win. If not, we're going to be thrown back into the east from whence we came. Okay, so the thing is, right, we're kind of stuck here. Because I'm being attacked, I'd love to take a defensive position and hold up somewhere. However, seeing as we're split, we're better off to just close the distance and try and just... I think we've got to push. A lot of skirmishes are out here from what I can see and identify. There's a lot of infantry there as well. Man, this is going to be such a costly battle. We'll send in my cavalry here to engage these light missiles. And there's more coming there as well. We need to unite up a little bit at least. This is going to be incredibly dynamic. It's going to be... Cohesion's going to be tough. Because both armies haven't had the time to hold a defensive position. And in this battlefield, there's a lot of forest. There's not much open field. We should be able to get and pick some of it. This is going to be a tough one. My reinforcements here should do the same. Push, close the distance, while they don't have unit cohesion and effective leadership just yet. We might be able to rout some units in the process. We'll allow the generals to try and hold and be close and safe to their front lines. But we're not favoured to win this one. We'll get my skirmishers into the clearing to get better effective shots on. My cavalry's starting to engage their skirmishers now, that's good. And they still seem to be relatively split. We've wiped that out. One down, many more to go. The Egyptians have given us a hell of a war. They declared war upon me in what, episode 1 or 2? Like, we weren't even be able to sort of pick off some of the weaker factions. I was sort of thinking I was going to go to war with like Armenia. Maybe deal with strappy puppet uprisings. But we've been thrown into this full-on war with Egypt. I should have known how much they could have mustered. Because in my Cleopatra Egyptian series, Egypt's probably... I'm just trying to think. It's probably strength... It must be strength ranked 1 in the game. It must be at least the most strongest or second strongest faction. Because they've got a hell of a army. So just identifying what's going on here. I just wanted to show you. So we've got 4 basically fights breaking out. So they're engaging that. You need to be closer up here. So we've got 3 units of we've got some infantry and cavalry trying to hold down those reinforcements coming in. They actually had some hiding in the forest. There's a lot more on my left-hand side. They're trying to pick apart them, and then we've got my reinforcements coming from the backside there. Man, oh man. Fortunately enough for me, we have a lot more spears and swordsmen ready to be aggressive and fight where we can. There's going to be so many casualties. Just the AI is just going to be able to predict and move their units so much faster than me. They're going to be able to like pick and destroy vulnerable units. Like even if you saw there, there's not much I can do about it. I can't look everywhere at the same time. Some of my units are just going to get picked off by peltasts on their flanks. We'll try swinging with cavalry and get it to disrupt. We'll drop an Inspire and a Rally here to try and hold this front line. I'd still say that's 60-40 their favour. If we can strangle hold it back to maybe a 50-50, we might be able to pull it back. My elephants are coming in. So we've probably got infantry supremacy, like quality. They have all the numerical advantages. Cavalry, they just, I didn't count specifically, but I would say they probably got skirmisher supremacy, because they seem to be picking us off in weird areas. If any unit is sitting idly by with their tails between their legs, wiggling their thumbs, they'll be hell to pay. Blood, sweat and tears is what's going to carve out this Seleucid Empire. And nothing less. Alright, push up higher up where you can. We're starting to wrap around a lot, but they also seem to be dragging us away. Okay, they're doing that, and they're phasing them out. That's good, we've nearly broken that there. So trying to close the distance and sandwich them between the front and the reinforcing didn't work out quite well. It's actually turning into like 4 periodic fights. So we've got this one here, the one on the left, and sort of right, and then one further back. Okay, now it's a 50-50, I'd say. Our men are wavering along with theirs. Come on, guys. Discipline is the key. Okay, it still seems to be 1-1. If we could knock out a general, get some RNG, that'd be great. Okay, yes, cavalry starting to pierce and isolate some of their archers and skirmishers. That's good, that's good, that's good. Yep, you got some... This guy's here just chilling. Go over here and help. There we go, now they're starting to rout. Oh, but so's my front line back there. I think folk are just getting rid of these... Getting rid of these skirmishers will do it. Man, oh man. I did mention this before, so please do take into consideration. This is my first time playing as the Seleucids. I have a brief sort of knowledge of their history. They don't exist anymore. They're extinct. They got knocked out. But their army build is quite cool. Obviously inspired from Alexander's Hellenic reforms and sort of Eastern elephants and influences and stuff. But we still haven't hit our Hellenic... I don't know what they're called. They're called something, I can't remember off the top of my head. They're called something. Theocothis or Heocothis or something. This H or K or so it was like it's a T or a H or something. Because like the Romans have like Marian reforms, right? But in DEI, the Hellenic factions have their own as well. So we should be able to get better quality swordsmen eventually. I guess that must be inspired, because most armies adapt once they're getting just pummeled. The Romans did that with Carthage in their ships, and with Marian reforms as well. So it seems to... It looks like those 4 pockets we're fighting, you could nearly call them our own little battles there, have broken up into 3. My front line is incredibly buckling here. Let's drop another inspiring morale. We've been fortunate to rout their skirmishes there. Even though they had the numbers on us, maybe we have better quality infantry overall. Maybe that number is deceiving. You see the lighthouse of Alexandria there in the distance? Not by much though. So we marched we marched over the River Nile with like 6,000 men or 7-ish, and they had 11 to 12k sitting. Crikey. We've defeated one pharaoh. This might be the next. The man who lost the River Nile. Man, oh man, they are fighting tooth and nail here. Even some of my archers have drawn their short swords. I try to get some cool cinematic shots there, but this is such a crazy, chaotic, and dynamic battle. I needed sort of every inch of my attention. Okay, finishing off the last of them here now. We've managed to phase out the skirmishes that were closer on this side, but it looks like the core Egyptian infantry that were pushing on my front line have actually broken through. There's only a couple remaining, and they're still trading now. So we'll try and swing around and finish them off, getting some hammer and anvil strikes with my infantry and cavalry. I think we've won here today. It's about a 70-30. But, man, oh man, it's been a hell of a fight. Lucky I brought that fleet up. We're definitely going to need it. You swing back here around. They're still pushing for it. But once we secure Ptolemy's Egypt, we're going to be one of the undisputed successor kingdoms. Then we can look towards finishing off the last of their territory, because they've still got stuff south of the River Nile, Memphis, Cairo, even a little bit westward. I don't want to get dragged into a Carthaginian war. And maybe Antiochus can open up additional front in Anatolia, Asia Minor. Phew! Sigh of relief comes from me, because this could have gone worse. If we were able to unite, form a defensive position and hold, we would have saved a lot more lives. But just due to them attacking me and where the randomness of the deployment phase happened, we had to push. We had to go for it, because they would have dominated us. Reflecting, we maybe could have set up two positions, because we didn't even seem to close the distance that much anyway. But I still think I made the right choice to attempt to do it. Running down the last of them here now, and we have victory. My god, that was a close one. The heavy Seleucid cavalry are going to try and run down as many of them from whence we can. Don't let any escape. The more we can get, the better, because then we can finally take the city of Alexandria. The enemy general's dead. Let's hope that was the pharaoh. Crikey, that was a close one. Let's end that one there. Well, it actually was a close victory, funnily enough. Whoa, so we had 6.3, we lost 3.1. They had 7.2, they lost 6k. Far out, they took a lot with us. Archers did well, elephants not so much. Maybe I need to reflect there. It's 200, yeah. I'm just like comparing to like those infantry, man, that pushed. The hoplites didn't do too well, cavalry did really well. But they traded, man. Those Egyptian pikes, hoplites are so good. Companion cavalry, their skirmishes as well. Are we going to have enough to take Alexandria? Let's hope. Phew, 3 units of cavalry gone there for. Man, oh man. We lost a lot. We really, really did. But after... Oh, they've attacked the fleet. Well, I guess you're going to have to retreat out. To be honest, we might be able to drag... They might give chase here, you know. So, they've attacked my smaller fleet. No, they didn't. Okay. I was going to say, because if they pull back, they could wipe out my fleet. However, Egypt's capital falls from their perspective. But we've had 2 episodes back to back in... Well, it's actually, we've had 3 episodes focusing on Egypt. Because it's been a hell of a fight. We should be able to take Alexandria, though. Alright, you come back in here now. Now let's take Alexandria. Alright, let's auto-resolve this one out. Phew! A noble death? What? Please don't be Antiochus after all that. Oh, it was my navy. Oh! My navy got wiped. Oh, that makes sense, because the 20k was in there. Oh my days. If Antiochus was knocked out after that, I would have been furious. My Imperium is racked up. And Antiochus, the Seleucid dynasty, now rules Alexandria. All hail the one true general of Alexander's dynasty, Seleucus. Seleucus' blood runs through Alexandria. Oh, we can get some ballistas here from our recruitment. They're good. Let's get some of those. Getting them in our army build. Because we're still pretty early on in the campaign. Like, we never had a time of sort of peace to build up and take easy territory. We went after a main faction incredibly early on. Okay, guys, welcome to the top of the term. My reinforcements have come down into Egypt now. We have 3 and a bit stacks. Not all are at full strength, but we're still going to be able to make some moves against the Egyptians. Let's push to Memphis and secure the pyramids. There's not even a very big garrison there. The city of Memphis has fallen to the Seleucids. Now, hopefully, we can take the entire territory of Egypt. You can hold Alexandria for now. We'll eventually get a new fleet as well. And they've got 2 territories in the south, and it looks like they've got some in the west as well. We'll push down to Hormos and further south as well. Okay, guys, it's time to open up another front. Now, I'm going to redeclare war upon Galatia, even though we pushed them out of their core Celtic, like Cappadocian territory a couple episodes ago now. We're going to reopen this war and try and finish them off, because going up against Armenia, the Parthian/Persians there, I don't want to do just yet. We'll try and knock them out, then we can focus on the west of like Pergamon and stuff. We want to make a presence into Greece, but we'll see. Right, Galatia doesn't have much of a force here, so we'll be able to finish them off. You'd think this would be more Greek than like... Yeah, it is. So it's 45% Greek, so it's not even that Celtic, this particular region. This Bithynia, it's Trebizos here, but like... It's like the Trebizond region that I tend to call it, because I've just played too much 12-12 AD to call it realistically anything else. Hey, the Spartans want a defensive alliance. Sure, let's get the deal done. Okay, we can push over to Hermos now and take the Egyptian port city. Memphis and Alexandria fallen, of course. Antiochus, Deno are getting some recruitment, but it looks like the... Yeah. The Egyptians have like a really large Suez position, which is quite weird. Or like, it's a Black Sea? I don't even know what that sea is. There, in the peninsula. Arabian, maybe? Arabic? I don't know, something. I don't know why you would have such a large force there. But anyway, we have taken the city and secured the salt resource. Okay. Maybe we can peace out with Ptolemy for now. Because we've got a rebellion in Egypt. We need to repair and rebuild where we can. Hey, here we go. We've got some military reforms. Cleomes. So now we have our Hellenic reforms. So we can get some better quality units throughout our army build. This is similar to our the Roman Marian reforms, even though they've got some plebeian reforms now. Okay. Welcome to the top of the turn, guys. So, after securing the province of Egypt, we've managed to rally up at Alexandria with 2 full stacks. It's probably time enough to push against the Egyptians now. But with these new reforms, we can get some better quality infantry. So already, the light to medium infantry can be upgraded, which is fantastic because before we were relying on mostly our medium hoplites, now those lighter swordsmen are better quality. I've also tasked Antiochus II, my son and heir, to get ready to push against Pergamon after defeating the Galatians in the Far East. So we should be able to focus and phase out them in Nicomedia. A clear-cut order resolve here. Antiochus is the conqueror, or Antiochus II, that is, the conqueror of Anatolia and Asia Minor. Antiochus I, the conqueror of Egypt. But now we've secured Nicomedia and the Bosphorus Strait there. Obviously, Constantinople isn't a city at this point. The closest is some barbarians across, I guess. Diplomacy-wise, we've got that alliance with Sparta now, and Macedon is slightly expanded. Alright, we're going to continue with our war against Pergamon, but it looks like they've taken some territory from my allies further south. Let's move Antiochus II, who is now a 6-star commander, to wipe out their garrison. But they don't seem to be giving us much of a fight. And now they're running further back. Pergamon, the capital, is now under Seleucid control. Well, soon to be, once we get some equipment. Ah, they got a full stack there. Okay, you can hold that while you take this. You take the capital and hold it. And then we'll pull you back to Nicomedia. Right, back down to Egypt now. Let's push over the border. And I guess start, what is this, the 3rd or 4th Egyptian war? We'll push into Libya, Cyrenaica, there's a couple of others, maybe Gamantians there. But the Egyptians only have, what, 1 and 2 or so territories now. Let's try and finish them off once and for all. We don't want them coming back. So, we'll take out this port city here. And then we'll push further into the desert. But already, order resolve wise with these new units, we're doing well. Oh, okay, so even though they've lost these 2 territories here, it looks like they're going to take Cyrenaica, which is quite a large and crucial port city. Obviously, Cyrenaica had their independence, I guess, before Egypt showed up. They're probably going to take it. Alright, looks like they stopped the siege there, and they've pulled back here into the desert. The Egyptians still have 3 full stacks. Maybe even a 4th fleet. If you can look so far north there, into Crete. Alright, so we've held our positions here in Nicomedia. It looks like Sardis, or Lydia, has taken back the Pergamon territory. So now they're rotting away. We did probably overextend a little bit, but it looks like our allies have come through. So this is what we currently occupy. Mesopotamia, Antioch. We have reforged a large chunk of what was Alexander's empire. We haven't got Armenia, which is huge now, or Persia, Arabia, but we have alliances over in Greece now. Seeing that no Greek faction, Macedon, nor Sparta or Athens has really extended too much. But it looks like the Egyptians are going to be defeated. They are rotting away to the north of us. I'm sure they'll sort of come in and try and break us, but they're not going to work. So we've managed to defeat the Egyptians here today, and Pergamon and Galatia. So overall, we've had a hell of an episode. Stay tuned for episode 5, still coming out. Let me know in the comments where I should push on from here. Should I push westward into North Africa, maybe contend with the Carthaginians? We've still got Armenians, Parthians, Arabians that we can push against, but seeing as they haven't been aggressive or attacked us in quite some time, maybe I should ignore them and we can go do something new. Push into Greece, maybe against some of the Thracian barbarians, or maybe against Macedon itself. Greece is divided. Maybe I should break my defensive pact with Macedon. I'm quite surprised they haven't been incredibly too aggressive, because we've done a fair few turns. We must be, 50, 60 turns into the campaign. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.